Let me tell you why most people pray. It's not because God is not faithful. It's simply because governance failed. And when politics gets justice right, religion suddenly doesn't need to hustle miracles for survival. There won't be need for that. So that brings me to number 9. If politics gets justice right, religion will need fewer revivals. Obviously, because religion thrives in broken systems. When governance collapses, that's when you see people run to crusade grounds and vigils for miracles that should be normal civic rights. And by that time, poor health care becomes divine healing. Lack of jobs becomes miracle breakthrough. And injustice becomes prayer points. So if policies uphold righteousness, the desperation that sustains empty revivalism fades away, because true worship only thrives where justice reigns. So fixed governance and revival will look less like desperation and more like gratitude. Now, number 10. Religion can steal your conscience, but politics can steal your country. So both of them can enslave. But the danger with religion is that it enslaves from inside. Religion numbs conscience with rituals that excuse injustice. It convinces people that as long as they keep attending service, as long as they keep showing up in church or mosque or wherever place they worship, so long as they keep showing up, corruption doesn't matter. So long as my God is alive, every other person can go to hell. That's the mindset that drives today's average religious person. So long as my own God will do it for me, the politicians can do whatever they want to do. Whereas politics robs the people through laws, policies, and systems. That is why Jesus confronted both, but he emphasized internal freedom first. He warned against the blindness of following men while neglecting God's righteousness, because a bound conscience cannot resist a corrupt government. So to win against bad politics, you must first be free from bad religion, because religion blinds you internally, but politics binds you externally. So number 11. Have you ever wondered why Jesus turned over tables in the temple, not in the Roman palace? His protest was in the house of religion, not Caesar's court. So there must be something interesting and eye-opening about that. Jesus, for once, never stormed Pilate's residence, but we see him constantly and violently cleanse the temple. We see him doing that every now and then. So the question is why? Because the temple had become a den of thieves, oppressing the poor people in God's name. So the real danger was not even Rome's taxation. It was the religious exploitation, which you can see today playing out everywhere, in all religion. Rome, in those days, taxed grain, but the temple were busy extorting worshippers with inflated sacrifices. Does it sound like something you see playing out today? So Jesus' fury burned so greatly against men of God, not even politicians. So his protest was actually against religion, not even politics. So the next time someone tells you, don't mix politics with God, remember this: Jesus didn't storm palaces. He didn't storm government houses. No. It was pulpit. He stormed pulpits. So here's something most people get twisted about. Politics often hesitates, but religion attacks. And I'm not trying to make an excuse for politicians, but the story of Jesus proves it. It brings me to number 12. You remember Pilate washed his hands off, but the priest, the men of God, they sharpened their knives. Politics tried to step away, but religion doubled down. Pilate hesitated to condemn Jesus. He declared him innocent several times, like multiple times. Yet it was the men of God who kept on stirring the crowd. They stirred the crowd until Pilate had no choice but to surrender. So while politics resisted, religion insisted. Rome was indifferent. You understand? But the men of God, they were extremely hostile. So if there is anything to get out of this number 12, politics tried to step away. But religion, they pressed the blade in. And that brings me to number 13. Religion tried to trap Jesus with questions. But politics tried to escape with silence. If you watch closely what transpired there, the Pharisees constantly questioned him. By what authority? Is it lawful to heal? Should we pay taxes? What was their goal? Entrapment, not truth. They were not interested in finding out truth about the questions they were asking. The goal was purely entrapment. They just wanted to entrap him. Pilate, on the other hand, however, most of the time stayed silent. He avoided conflict, asking what is truth, seeking a way to release Jesus. So religion schemed, but politics deferred. So what am I trying to say? Religion strategized, politics only yielded. So 14, the temple controlled access to God, but Rome controlled access to grain. So which one did Jesus confront more? Rome's oppression was economic. Religion's oppression was spiritual. The temple sold sacrifices and forgiveness. So access to God became a business. So when Jesus came, Jesus overthrew that monopoly. He declared, I am the way. Rome controlled resources. Men of God controlled souls. So the greater fight was against those locking the gates of heaven. Jesus broke religious gates, not Roman taxes. So remember, politicians may take your money, but religion can take your conscience. And the next episode will reveal how corrupt religion crowns corrupt politicians and why bread on the table kills miracle hunters. So let's get real. Most corruption you see in politics today, it didn't start in parliament, it started in the pulpit. So that brings me to number 15 in the series. 30 reasons why you should be much more interested in politics than in religion. Corrupt religion crowns corrupt politicians. Show me any bad political leader in Nigeria, I will show you men of God, several of them, countless number of them, behind him, giving him divine cover. And it didn't start today. In Israel, kings often ruled wickedly because prophets and priests endorsed them. Corrupt religion gives tyranny a holy badge. And that was the problem Jesus had, because he refused this alliance. He separated God's kingdom from human thrones. He wouldn't bow to Satan's offer of political crowns or the men of God's endorsement. He refused to bow to any of them. Even today, bad religion empowers dictators by baptizing their corruption as God's will. A corrupt man of God is a tyrant best friend, and we can see it play out in this present dispensation in this country, in our political history today. Which brings me to number 16. If the government provides food, people will stop running to churches, temples, for miracles. Most of the religious desperation you see today is economic. Okay, what are the major things that people run to miracle centers for? Jobs, food, and healing. Nothing else. But if government provides justice and equity, the need for false prophets will naturally fade. So that is why Jesus tied kingdom governance to daily bread, because hungry people are easily manipulated. But where justice reigns, religion automatically loses its grips. What am I saying in essence? Food on the table destroys the business of false altars. And this takes me straight into number 17. Why Jesus called Herod a fox, but he called the Pharisees sons of hell. Herod was corrupt and immoral, yet Jesus dismissed him just with a sly insult. He called him just a fox. But when it came to the Pharisees, the men of God, leading people astray, Jesus unleashed vipers and sons of hell. So that tells you that corruption in the palace is bad, but corruption in the church is worse. And this proves that Jesus' greatest war was with religion, not politics. He insulted kings, but he condemned the men of God. So the next time somebody says to your hearing that politics is more dangerous than religion, remember this: religion crowns kings, manipulates hearts, and fills miracle centers, while your food, your daily bread, runs out. So the next episode will drop soon, and we'll dive into how Christ builds people, not monuments, and why grace always wins over guilt. So please, if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, it's just a new channel, please do well to hit this subscribe button and tap on the notification so that once the next episode drops, you will be notified as soon as possible while we rebuild our society together. So far, thanks for following this far.